Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily, and it has been the longest minute ever. I have been off of YouTube for months and months and months. So in today's video, I am going to be trying the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. We're just going to do a chatty get ready with me. I'm going to fill you all in with my life, what is new, which I feel like everything is new. 2020 has been the craziest year ever. And I just am so excited to sit down, dive into this makeup with you guys, and just talk and hang out because it has been so incredibly long. So let's get down to business and let's start the video. All right guys, seriously, it has been so long. For starters, I have pink hair right now. It's probably gonna wash out in like a month, but for right now it's like super fun. I've been living for having pink hair. Okay, so let's prime the face first to give this foundation its fair shot. So I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. All right guys, so it has seriously been the longest time since I have been on YouTube. Like, it is actually so crazy for me to be sitting down and making this video. A lot of stuff has happened in my life. So the last video I made was before the coronavirus pandemic. Then I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Love this primer. I don't know if I've made a video on it, but this is one of my favorite primers to use. So the last video I made was before the pandemic. That's how long it's been since I've been on here. I think the video I made was before I went to Disneyland even. I went to Disneyland in the first week of February. That was the last trip I went on before everything shut down. So after the pandemic hit, I really was just in a dark place like everybody else. I just did not have motivation to do makeup anymore. I really just was focusing on school that went completely online. You know, my anxiety was high, like everybody was kind of experiencing, and I just have like stopped wearing makeup altogether for like 3-4 months. It was really in June, even like beginning of July, that I really started to wear makeup again. It has been kind of a nice break to give my skin. I've been getting a lot of chemical pills and microneedling to kind of help with my acne scarring, but I just didn't wear makeup. I just wasn't really excited to do it. So that's why I took such a long break. All right, and now let's get into the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. I got this from Ulta, but it is on Colourpop's website. I know Ulta had all the shades in. Colourpop was sold out of a lot of shades, so got it at Ulta. It says that it is a hydrating foundation, and I have oily skin, but does say ideal for all skin types, so we'll see if that's actually true. Then it has hyaluronic acid in it. I've been using a lot of hyaluronic acid lately. After you get a chemical pill, you need to put so much moisture back into your face. So that's where the hydration comes from, is the hyaluronic acid. It has coconut water as well. It says known to support hydration and skin softness. It says it's a medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. Apparently they have a primer because it says prep your skin with Pretty Fresh primer. Then they also have a blending sponge because it says use Pretty Fresh blending sponge or brush. Okay, so I guess the Pretty Fresh line, I don't know. I just learned about the foundation. I didn't hear about the primer or the blending brush. I just got the foundation, and so we will see how that turns out. I have this in Fair 30N. Okay, so it has a little bit of a runny consistency already. This might be a titch too light for me. I think I've been getting some sun for the summer, but it is blending out pretty nicely. I actually haven't seen a single review for this. I know that some beauty gurus has done a review on this, but I haven't seen any yet, so I'm not sure people are liking this foundation or not. It is blending out quite nicely though, I must say. It does look like a pretty medium full coverage. Okay. It actually feels really nice on the skin too. All right, that is all blended out. I feel like the color was like a little bit too light for me, but it blended out pretty nicely. I feel like it's so hard. There's like no in between. I feel like it's either too light or too dark. That's why you need to get one of those kits that you can kind of customize any foundation that you have to be a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, because I feel like the next shade up would be too dark. But it did turn out nice. It feels really lightweight on my skin. I think it blended out nicely. I can tell that it is a more hydrating mask. It feels, like I said, it feels really nice on the skin. It is glowy, definitely not a matte. But so far, I am pretty impressed. Let me put some powder on to just seal the deal. See how this foundation holds up throughout me doing my makeup. But so far, I think that I like this. It's so hard to find a good foundation. I have, like, a lot of brands have been coming out with a foundation. I don't know, it's just, I haven't always like found the best foundations. I feel like there are really some hits and misses. All right, so for my look today, I'm gonna be doing kind of like a pink fantasy for my pink hair. Wanted to do a look kind of based off of the hair. During the time I took a break with the whole pandemic going on and everything, I really used that time to recenter myself, recenter what is important to me, recenter just what I want to do with my life. What are my goals, my dreams, my aspirations? I took time for myself, took time for me to be okay, took time to reconnect with friends and family. Apps like Marco Polo and FaceTime are so life-saving during a time like this. I highly recommend checking in on your friends regularly because nobody's doing okay right now. Everybody is struggling in some way or another, and so the best thing we can do for everybody is to be there for them. I'm moving on to eyes. I'm going to be using my favorite, the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I use this like all the time. I'm gonna do a Sephora like online shopping haul here soon because there's so much new makeup that's been coming out because things are slowly opening that there's a lot of just new makeup that I want to try. So a lot of good videos are in the works, but I did just want to take this video and kind of just do a life update, kind of just go over what's been going on and just play with makeup again. And then I believe I used this palette in the last video, but to help create my pink look, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. This palette is so good, you guys. One of my favorite palettes to use. So for those of you who know or don't know, I am going to fashion design school. I've been going there for couple years now, and in the process of me taking time off to figure out what I want to do with my life, different dreams and goals, I started a Etsy shop. And this is something that I always knew I was going to do in 2020, even last year. In 2019, I kept saying 2020 is the year that I'm going to start my online makeup, I live and breathe for that. Like, I can't wait till I could do something like that. But I said 2020 is going to be the year that I start my online shop. Then the pandemic hit and I kind of lost sight of that dream for a while. But then I looked around the world and I was just like, what do we need right now? Face masks. So I have been sewing different face masks. I'll put in a picture right here of some of the masks that I've been creating and selling. It's been doing pretty well so far. It's been like a really nice little business for me to be able to do. I was able to help out during because there's a shortage of PPE, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. So I started making and selling masks, and I'm still doing that, and that really has occupied a lot of my time. So I've been really busy focusing on my business, and I am starting to slowly work on making other things besides masks to kind of expand my brand, but there has been a high demand for face masks, and so I've really just been focusing on that. My little shop is called EmpossibleClothing, E-M possible instead of I-M, because my name is Emily. And I always knew when I created my brand that I wanted to play off of my name, and so I came up with EmpossibleClothing. You know, my name is Emily B, and so the logo is a bee with the initials E for the head and the antennas and B for the wings. I had a lot of fun coming up with that logo, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been really, really good for me during this pandemic to focus on other things. And so this little company that I've been working on has just been so great, and I'm so excited to build it into something even bigger. And thank you to all the support that I have received already from it, and I can't wait to build it even bigger. All right, and my eye look is done. I'm like literally living for like this pink fantasy right now going on with my eyes. I really just wanted to create a look that was inspired by my hair while it's like gonna be this vibrant, because like I said, it's probably gonna not be as vibrantly pink in a month, and so I really just wanted to create the look now. The Jaclyn Hill palette, super high payoff, super colorful. I love that palette. It's definitely top 5 favorite palettes. Let me put on my mascara. My favorite is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. If you all haven't tried it, it is so good. This seriously is one of the best mascaras. Not even just drugstore mascaras, like one of the best mascaras. I can't recommend this mascara even more. It lasts forever. It makes your lashes just so plump and big and fluffy, and I love it. Let me put on my bronzer. I really enjoy the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It is so good. It smells like coconuts. This is the epitome of summer. Guys, another exciting thing that is happening in my life is that I signed up for Lipstick NYX's virtual online makeup class. It's a 10-week course where I'm gonna learn all these different techniques. I've already taken 2 weeks worth, and I've already learned so much, and I'm excited to use what I learned and become a better makeup artist, show different tips and tricks that I am learning about. It's been so much fun. Lipstick NYX is one of like the head artistry person from Morphe, and she's incredible. She is so good, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, now to keep going on with the trend of the pink fantasy, I'm gonna be using my Palladio, which I got at Sally's. They have a ton of colors, but this is a super pinky blush, and so it will go nicely with the whole look. And I mean, guys, I am a pretty big blush person. I love blush, but I mean, who doesn't? And then I'm going to top it off with this pink highlighter, which has been through a lot of love. And it is the Maybelline Master Chrome. These are incredible. And it is the Molten Rose Gold, like the best highlight ever. Look at how that highlight like just catches the light like so beautifully. And I really just wanted to keep the look really fresh, and so I don't think I'm gonna do very much more, but I do need to add a pink lipstick, so I'm gonna hurry and go do that. I think that this is going to be the final look. I am like living for just a nice fresh look. It has felt so good being on camera with you guys. I have a few subscribers, you guys know who you are, who've been following me since the beginning, and I just wanted to update you all on how I've been doing, what's going on in my life, what is new, and I'm gonna try harder to keep to a weekly schedule like I used to. I am in such a better place than I was. I am back in a good headspace to start doing makeup videos again, tutorials. There's so much fun new makeup to try out for you guys and to talk about. The final consensus on the Pretty Fresh Foundation is I actually really like it. I think that it makes my skin look really good. It is not a full coverage foundation. It is not a heavy foundation. So if you're looking for a super full coverage foundation, I don't know if I would really suggest this for you. You can build it up, but it is not a matte foundation, which I normally go for mattes because I am an oily person. And so I will be curious to see how this holds up. But for the summer especially, this is a really nice foundation. It is light and airy and it feels really good. It feels good. I feel like it looks pretty good on my skin and I'm pretty happy with this look. I think it's fun and I wanted to do just a fun look, a sit down with you all, just discuss about life. As always, if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, I would love to hear them. I'm trying to get a better backdrop, you guys. This is like such an awkward backdrop with like my calendar and like my mirror and all my random shopping stuff right there. I'm trying to get a better backdrop, so just bear with me while we're in this like awkward phase. But anyways, guys, I hope that you are staying healthy, safe. We'll get through this together. Check in on your friends, check in on your loved ones. And I hope that you guys have such a wonderful day. It was so great being here with you guys today. Bye, guys.